Hey friends, Pastor Greg here from St. Paul's United Methodist Church and Wesley Foundation, and I'm thinking today about an old red umbrella. I remember in a previous church where I served as the pastor, after I had been there for a number of years, looking around the building and thinking, we really need to do a kind of cleanup of the building and the property because things had kind of built up over the years, as they do in our homes, just things accumulating in the corners and in the spaces that didn't look as clean and neat as we would like it to be. And I remember sitting in a church council meeting trying to sell this idea to those who were gathered there. And I was naming some of the things that were around, some old boxes from Vacation Bible School sitting in one corner and some tables that we didn't use anymore leaned up against a wall. And I remember mentioning that old red umbrella that was hanging on a coat rack, untouched for the 3 years that I had served as the pastor there. And I remember the sort of blank stares all around the room, until finally someone said, "Pastor, what red umbrella are you talking about?" It was fascinating. They couldn't see this red umbrella. It had been hanging on the same rack, on the very same hanger, right inside the door for 3 years, a bright red umbrella, untouched. But they could no longer see it. It had just become part of the landscape, part of the background. I wonder, are there things that we can't see? Are there things that are part of our life together, part of our world, part of our community that maybe don't belong or aren't right or aren't just, and yet we just can't see them because it's just become part of the background? I'm really excited about our worship this weekend, as Dr. Jessica Davis, our new pastor, will be preaching with us for the very first time in our faith community. And we'll be talking a little bit about the prophet Amos as we continue our journey with the prophets this summer. And in this section of Amos that we'll be looking at in chapter 7, we're invited to maybe see a little more deeply, to look more closely at things than we might otherwise do. Amos, like modern day prophets, calls us to take a second look, a closer look, to see where we might not otherwise see. We want to invite you to be a part of that conversation with us this weekend. We're going to worship in person in our sanctuary at 9 and 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. We would love for you to join us there in person, or you can join us via live stream at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. Come and hear Pastor Jessica's first sermon with us. Greet her in between the services with a little time of fellowship and communion together, and be challenged to see these things, some new things, with fresh eyes. We hope to see you there.